Hi, David with David and Evilise.com. Uh, Last night I was spending a few moments going into an old literature book from college because I wanted to take a look at some poems, and then I came across Francis Bacon. Francis Bacon was a contemporary of Shakespeare, and once in a while you'll see Francis Bacon quotes uh, on the internet. So I came across this essay, a short essay he wrote back in the early 1600s, and the title is Of Negotiating. And basically, this essay is just littered with some very interesting statements that are apropos even today. Let me just read one of them to you. He starts out by saying, "It is generally better to deal by speech than by letter, and by the mediation of a third than by a man's self." Well, isn't that interesting that even here at this time, uh, he's saying it's always better to actually speak to someone directly as opposed to communicating by letter, which obviously we would say it's better to pick up the phone and call someone than to send them an email. Here's a second quote. "It is better dealing with men in appetite than with those that are where they would be." So another way of saying that is better to deal with a hungry man than those who are happy where they're at. So obviously, if you're trying to conduct business with someone and they don't have a problem to be resolved, they're completely content with where they're at, then what's the point of continuing to move them to a purchasing decision? And finally, here's a third quote. "In all negotiations of difficulty, a man may not look to sow and reap at once, but must prepare business and so ripen it by degrees." And how often have we heard that the idea or notion of I'm going to engage someone and sell them in the very same engagement is sort of foolhardy. You want to develop a relationship with people, and by degrees down the road, possibly move them to purchase at a later point in time. Well, I hope this helps. Very interesting to go back and see that not much has changed in the past 400 years in dealing with or operating in the business world. Have a great day.